Gentlemen, in this video, I want to talk about negative self-talk, having confidence in yourself, and how to prevent yourself from having those thoughts in the future. This morning, I put up a video about how I was feeling like shit this morning, okay, because I was. I woke up late. I was supposed to wake up early. I had an alarm that I was supposed to be setting, but I did not set the alarm, and that caused me to feel like shit. And in that video, I described that I got over it pretty quickly because I have a resume that I can lean back on. Basically, like a scoreboard to look back on of things that I have accomplished and things that I have done, challenges I've gone through throughout the years, right? And in there, I kind of made it out like if you have this scoreboard where you go do things afterwards, like fitness, physical fitness, ice bath, talk to somebody about it, that you're going to feel better. But at the end of the day, since I've been thinking about this throughout the day, I went for my run earlier at the park with Jacob, came back, and it's been a couple hours now, and I've been thinking about this. And the reality of the situation is that in order to not feel bad about yourself, you actually have to be somebody that you are proud of. And so you can't sit here and say that you want to feel good or you want to kind of change the way that you feel about yourself when you are not somebody that you are proud of. You can't just be a lazy, out of shape person that you don't respect, a person who shies away from all things that make them uncomfortable, and then expect that you're going to feel good. Okay, you're not going to do any kind of little exercise that somebody shows you on YouTube on how to feel good about yourself in 20 minutes or something like that. What you need to do is you need to get out there and prove to yourself that you are worth something. Okay? Like I said, the reason why I was able to bounce back this morning after all of the BS self-talk that I had this morning is because I had a resume. You know, I went in there and like I said, I woke straight up out of bed, looked at my phone, realized the situation, went to the bathroom to go take a shower, and I look in the mirror and like I said, I'm built pretty well. I have a lean body. I have things that I can lean back on and say, hey, I did this. I've accomplished things over the years. Okay, I've had goals and I've accomplished goals. I've had fears and I've faced my fears a lot of times. And so it's very easy for me to tell you that I got through something. But you watching this, you might not be as far along in your self-improvement journey or in life as I am. You might be younger than me. You might feel bad about yourself because you're out of shape. You might feel bad about yourself because you're skinny and weak, like I used to be in the past. Okay? You might be feeling bad about yourself because you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish, but you never push yourself out of the comfort zone to go get that goal and to go achieve that. You might be single right now, wishing that you had a girl by your side, but because you don't want to go out and try to improve yourself and become a type of man that a woman wants, you feel bad about yourself. You got to go out there and you got to cold approach women. You got to talk to them. You got to become better looking so the girls want to, be around you and girls want to do things with you. You have to be masculine. You have to hold yourself at a certain way. Like I said, you have to become this man that you yourself would look up to. Imagine if you bump into a guy on the road or in the store or whatever, and he's describing to you his life. Imagine the kind of guy that if he described his life, you would respect him. And you would say, man, that guy right there, that's a cool guy. That's a real cool guy. You want to become that guy. And until you are that guy, or until you are making steps to become that guy, you're not going to feel good about yourself. And as mean as this may sound, if you're shying away from everything that makes you uncomfortable and you are not pushing yourself to be that guy, you genuinely don't deserve to feel good. That's the way it is. We live in a world right now where everybody wants to feel good all the time. about everything that they do, no matter what. Whether you worked hard, you didn't work hard, you shied away from everything, you were scared, you were uncomfortable, you lie about things, and you want to expect that you feel good about doing these things. Well, you're not going to. I promise you, you won't. You never will. Until you become the man that you know you are capable of becoming, you're going to feel bad about yourself. And I can tell you this because I did this for a long time. Prior to trying to improve, there were many, many, many times where I wanted to do something and I was scared to do it because I was afraid of the judgment of other people. I was afraid to look silly just in general, or I was afraid of getting embarrassed when I would go try to do something. If you think, hey, that girl over there, she's really pretty, I'm going to go talk to that girl, and then you don't go do it, you're going to walk away feeling like shit. Every time, I promise you. So if you are constantly choosing the easy path and you are constantly acting as a person that you would look down on, you're going to look down on yourself as well. And there's no way around that. That's just the way it's going to be. So guys, the real solution and the only solution to true self-love is to become the man that you can love. That's it. Become the man that you respect. Become the man you would look up to. Become the man that your son would look up to. And then you're going to start to look up to yourself. And you're going to start to love yourself. And you're going to start to respect yourself. And that's where real confidence comes from. Because when you are that guy, you're not afraid to go speak your mind. Because you know you're educated on the topics that you're talking about. You're not afraid to take your shirt off. Because you know you've been putting in work in the gym for years. You've been sticking to a diet for years, and it pays off. People see the results that you put in. You see the results that you put in. When you look at yourself from 3 years ago and you say, damn, man, look at me. Look at the way that I used to look. Look at the way I used to dress. Look at the way I used to carry myself. Look at the way I talked back then. I was cussing a lot more. I was using a lot more slang. I sounded like an idiot. Look at the way I used to dress. Look how skinny I was. Look how overweight I was, whatever your situation is. When you can look back at that previous person and see that you've come a long way, that's where confidence comes from. That's where real self-love is going to come from. Okay? There's no shortcut to any of this stuff. That goes for the self-love, the prevention of toxic thoughts in your mind. That goes for building a nice body. That goes for losing weight. That goes for getting the girl. That goes for making a lot of money. None of these things come quickly. Nothing on my channel here, any advice I give you is going to be necessarily easy. Sometimes I talk about mindset things. It's a mindset shift where you're like, hey, start thinking a certain way, and I might be a little bit more optimistic about life, or I might feel a little bit better about things. Okay, just because you change one thing, and that happens with some mindset stuff for sure. But when it's results in life that other people are going to admire and that you are going to admire, those things take time, man. They take time. And with enough work, you will have results. Promise you. There's a lot of times where you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be scared. You're not going to know what to do. But you got to keep going. Go back and watch my last 2 videos. Watch the self-talk one from this morning. And then watch the one before that. What's it on? I forgot what it was before that. It's the first one in my lessons. Shoot, I don't remember the name of it. Actually, I got it right here in front of me. Let's see. Oh, you've never had all the answers. You've never had all the answers in the self-talk one, the last 2 videos that I watched. Go back and watch those. Those are going to help you. It's a long road ahead of you, man, if you're really feeling bad right now. But when you're working on yourself every day, even just sticking to your disciplines, it's going to make you feel better. But it's hard work that makes you feel better. There is no shortcut to it at all. Ever. So if you're feeling like shit right now, realistically, take a look in the mirror. Who do you want to be, and who are you now? Open up a notepad in your journal, or if you don't have a journal, just a random piece of paper. It doesn't matter. You can even do it on the notes on your phone. Write down the characteristics of the person that you want to become. If you were perfect, what things would you be doing every day? And be honest with yourself, okay? Then after that, write down which one of those things you have. And that'll show you right there why you're not happy. To truly feel fulfillment, happiness, self-love, confidence, become the man that you want to become. The man you are truly capable of becoming. And that's it for this one, guys. Thank you. Love you guys. Later.